Hello children, good morning to all. Welcome back to our geography online class. We were discussing about the sixth chapter, that is the manufacturing industries. As we discussed in the introductory part of this lesson, on the basis of source of raw material used, the industries are divided into agro-based industry and also mineral-based industry. In the previous class, we have discussed about agro-based industry. So today we are going to understand about what is mineral-based industries. So let's have a detailed discussion on this topic. First of all, what is mineral-based industries? Industries that use minerals and metals as raw material are called mineral-based industries. For example, iron and steel industries, aluminium industries, cement industries, chemical industries, automobile industries, etc. Today, we are going to discuss about the two important mineral-based industries. They are iron and steel industry and aluminium smelting. So, first one, iron and steel industries. It is the basic industries because all other industries, it may be small, medium, large, all type of industries are depend on iron and steel industries because it provides machinery to all the industries. So it is also a heavy industry because all the raw material as well as finished goods are heavy and bulky. So it's need heavy transportation cost. Then from steel we can make various kinds of products like aircraft, engineering goods, construction materials, defense, medical, telephonic and scientific equipments. Okay. The content of iron and steel industries or minerals that used in iron and steel industries are iron ore, coking coal and limestone. These minerals are added for 4:2:1 ratio and add some quantities of manganese. It will harden the steel. So it requires the ratio of 4:2:1 of iron ore, coking coal and limestone, and also required some quantities of manganese to harden the steel. Then when we talk about the production in iron and steel industry in India, in 2016, India produced 95.6 million tons of crude steel. India ranked third among the world crude steel producers. India is also famous for the production of sponge iron, but at the same time, the per capita consumption of steel in our country is only 63 kg per annum against the world average of 208 kg. So what are the reasons for this low per capita consumption of steel in India? Due to the lack of development in remote area. That is the lack of infrastructural facilities in remote area. Okay students. So the next, there are two kinds of steel plants. What are they? They are mini steel plants and integrated steel plants. What are the difference between these two steel plants? So mini steel plants, it requires less investment and it use steel scrap and sometimes steel ingots supplied by integrated steel plants. So that is a small pieces of or the waste of integrated steel plants. Then it manufactures only mild and alloy steels. Then what about integrated steel plants? Integrated steel plants required large scale investment. Then production carried out in single complex. That means everything, that is from putting together the raw material and steel making, rolling and shaping, everything carried out in single complex. Then it manufactures all type of steel. These are the difference between mini steel plants and integrated steel plants. Then the major iron and steel industries of India are located in the Chota Nagpur plateau. or Chota Nagpur region. What is the reason behind this? Because this region has relative advantages for the development of iron and steel industries. For example, the availability of low cost and high grade raw material. Here in this region, there are availability of high grade hematite and magnetite iron ore from the mines of Jharkhand, Bihar, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, etc. and also available coking coal for the manufacture of high grade steel is available in this region. Okay. Then also the availability of cheap labor. Because of all this reason, the major iron and steel industries of India are located in Chota Nagpur plateau. Then the public sector undertakings market their steel through Steel Authority of India Limited, that is SAIL. So public sector undertaking means that industries owned by the government. So they market their steel through Steel Authority of India Limited. Then India is an important iron and steel producing country in the world, but still it facing some difficulties. What are they? They are high cost and limited availability of coking coal, lower productivity of labor, irregular supply of energy and poor infrastructure. Then here is the process of manufacture of steel. Here the raw materials are transported from site to blast furnace. Here iron ore is smelted with the help of limestone and coke. Then it transformed into pig iron. Then further this pig iron is purified by melting and oxidizing, and also the next stage is the shaping metals, that is through rolling, pressing, casting and fogging. The metals are shaped. They are shaped into, they are transformed into different. Next we are moving to the next topic, that is aluminium smelting. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. So aluminium has some qualities like it is lightweight, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat, it is malleable and becomes strong when it is mixed with other materials. So aluminium is used to manufacture aircraft, utensils and wires, and also as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc and etc. So India aluminium smelting plants are located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. The location of these industries are based on two factors. They are regular supply of electricity and availability of raw material used at minimum cost. Then in aluminium industries, bauxite is the main raw material. So bauxite is the raw material used in aluminium industries. Here is the flow chart of process of manufacturing in aluminium industries. So bauxite is the main raw material used in aluminium industries. It transports from bauxite quarry to aluminium refineries. Here bauxite crushed and alumina dissolved out. Then this alumina shipped to site of smelter. So in the aluminium smelter, the aluminium is dissolved from alumina with the help of electricity and cryolites. So this is the process of aluminium production. So that was today's section. Today we have discussed about mineral based industries. What is mineral based industries? Industries which use minerals as their raw material. Such industries are called mineral based industries. Then we have already discussed about iron and steel industry and also aluminium smelting. Iron and steel industry is the important key industry in our country because it is the basis for all other industries. That's why iron and steel industry is also termed as the backbone of Indian economy. And also the second most important metallurgical industry is aluminium smelting. So these both are very important for every economy, especially India. So I am winding up here. So students, you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes and study it well. See you in the next class. Bye.